Hello, welcome to Sandy Ainley. I hope each one of you are well. This evening I'm going to show you, or am showing you to be more precise, a photograph of my mother in her school area as a very young teenager or elder child, most likely younger teenage, black and white photograph of my mother. As I said, here is my mother that I'm pointing now to my mother, touching my mother's face with this pen. There we are. And I don't know if you do, I feel very nostalgic looking at the picture. And I have my Israeli first cousin in this picture as a baby. The lady's a mother of three now. My late grandfather on my mother's side, who I didn't know very well, I'm sorry to say. I was only very young when my grandfather passed away. And another picture of my mother when my mother was considerably younger than now. And my mother's wedding dress and photograph. And my mother and my late father, I guess on their wedding day. Unless they were doing a rehearsal or something. Here's one more picture of the wedding. Probably the wedding. My mother, next to my mother is my late grandfather on my mother's side. In fact, I'll show you properly, if I may. Oh gosh, I've gone too far. Right, oops. Okay, so there's my mother's late father, my mother's late mother, my late father's late father, my late father's late mother, and my first cousin, my British cousin, Elizabeth. And then I have a picture of, I don't know who this gentleman is, or was. And there's my late father. And I have a picture again of my mother and father, their wedding cake. And if you bear with me, please, here's a picture of my late father and mother having a bit of fun, I guess. I love the black and white photographs. And there's my mother looking very serious indeed. There's one of those old-fashioned telephones. That one there. Interesting. Then my late uncle, my late aunt's husband, my late aunt, the wife of this gentleman here, my late aunt who was my late father's sister, and my late grandmother on my father's side, and my late grandmother's mother and father, and my late grandfather who is was my late father's father. And over here is a picture of my late father right at the front, typical of my late father to be the main person in the group, the leader, so to speak. And there's a nice black and white photograph of a rugby team, I think, that my late father was certainly part of. My late father had an obsession with rugby, I remember. And over here is a baby photograph Now, who this baby is might be my brother, however, I'm not 100% certain. In this picture is my mother and I think my brother. I'm pretty sure my brother, because this is quite a slim baby and I wasn't, so I guess it's my brother. There is my brother again as a child, as a baby, and my late father's father. Here is my Israeli aunt's son. Lovely picture, so cute. A grown married man now. There's my late aunt over here, carrying me when I was a baby, and there's my brother as a child. This is the mother of the young girl I showed you, the first child I showed you in this album. My cousin, my Israeli cousin's mother. Here is my British late grandmother. Bear with me, please. I'll try and do it this way. You can see the photograph better. There's my late father's mother and my late father's father. They entered a contest and came first. Very nice picture. So over here I have my late father's parents' wedding day, and what a beautiful wedding dress, in my opinion are beautiful. Then I have again my late father's mother, who is this one, and I don't know who the other lady was at all. There's my late father in front of the house that he lived in as a youngster. I don't know if you've heard of Bishop's Avenue. I think it's in Hampstead, if I'm not mistaken. Forgive me if I'm incorrect, please. And this was the road next door to Bishop's Avenue. I think it was called Ingram Avenue, or is called Ingram Avenue maybe. And Bishop's Avenue is a very famous, so to speak, road for very substantial and dear houses and homes. And forgive me if I'm incorrect, please, Michael Jackson might have had a house on the Bishop's Avenue. And here is my mother, bless the lady, seeming very happy. There's another one of my mother, and another one of my mother. Beautiful. There's my mother when we were in Greece together, my mum, dad, brother and me, on holiday. And then there's my mother and my late father being very loving towards each other. Beautiful picture. I do love this album. I know I arranged it myself. And there's my late father with his parents. And then I have a picture of my British grandmother. Very smart lady, always looked immaculate, so to speak. There's a picture of, now, it's a good question, I don't know the answer. I expect it's my mother and my late father. However, I'm not 100% certain. And over here is a picture of my late father. Again, I think with my mother and some friend, I don't know who the other person was. And then over here is my British late grandma and my late grandpa on my British side. Again, my late grandpa, my British late grandpa. Here blank, and the picture starts again over here, where there's, surprise, surprise, there's, sorry, please. This I think is on Christmas Day, possibly. There's my father, my brother and myself. Please look at myself clearly in this picture. Very slim, very striking young lady I was, with a dog on my lap. Very cuddly. And up here I have a picture of my stunning, smashing late father and my father's late best friend. Ex-best friend, I don't mind saying. The reason I said ex was towards this gentleman, my late father's ex-best friend. Towards the end of this gentleman's life, this gentleman's wife wouldn't allow this gentleman to see my father, so the friendship died before this gentleman, John Levy, died. And I mean, with respect to John Levy, John Levy was suffering from cancer and couldn't stand up to the wife at such an ill stage, so it's very sad, very, very sad. And here's just a picture of some of my family friends. I shan't bother explaining because they're not people that I feel that would be significant to show you. And here I have my mother and my brother and myself, picture of cheeky me. There's a light, so I don't want you to be blinded by the light. There I am, cute little darling, and I continue to be so. Oh, Sandy Amy's gone and closed it. I'll find it. Bear with me, please. There's the page. Here we are. That was lucky. I found it nice and quickly. There's my grandfather with my brother, and my father with my brother, my brother, my very self. No, I think that's my brother. No, I think that's my brother. He's too thin to be me, I think. Chubby baby I was. There's my brother, and this one's definitely me. I think we're in Israel. The immediate family and myself are in Israel in this photograph. Then there's little me at a party with a little friend. There's me. I think that's me because I think I was the only one in the family who sat down in such a flexible manner. And there's my brother as a baby, and another one of my brother. My brother, I think, yes, my brother, myself as a baby. Oh, I do like my little doll. Myself. Aren't I cute? Or wasn't I cute? Was. And here's one more of my late aunt with me and my brother, or my brother and me. There's my mother with my cousin Elizabeth. And there's my late aunt, Auntie Joyce. I think that's Auntie Joyce, I'm pretty sure. And I think on the reverse side, this particular photo does define who is in the picture. So if you just bear with me, please, I'll try and find out. No, it doesn't say. I don't know where I received that information from. However, no. Does not say Joyce, my late aunt. I think it is Joyce, though. And last but by no means least, my late Nana, my British side of the family, my grandma, as a little toddler. What a superb finish to this photograph album. And I repeat, all done by Sandy Ainley. So please be happy. Please take lots of care of yourself. And please take care of one another. Lots of love from Sandy.